It's going to be Endpoint coming against SKADE. I mean, you'd probably guess that Endpoint were playing looking at the channel we're on, but it is SKADE what will be their adversaries here. The Bulgarian side will be starting on the CT side of Overpass here. It is just the best of one in MDL, at least for the league season. We'll see who will get the better of each other here. Both of these teams having a decent start to the tournament so far. Endpoint, as you can see, I've been enjoying the memes that the Endpoint Twitter has been producing. Just off their profile pictures. And it's going to be a couple opening picks. Make it a lot of opening picks for SKADE there as they absolutely nail everybody from Endpoint. It's only Mighty Max left alive as he wonders what the hell just happened. A 1 versus 4 that he's left in. All of his teammates weren't able to find anything in return. And SKADE probably going to be finding this opening round. I mean, Mighty Max is able to find one in return. I'm not sure what that smoke was, Max, but whatever floats your boat, he will just chuck it onto the top of the toilets. And he looks to try and find a little bit more. Does take down Spellen, and now they're going to be peeking him quite a lot at once, and that's too many for him to deal with, and it will be Rainmaker who finishes it off and collects that first round for SKADE. We'll see if they could convert this to an O. We do have quite a quick pause coming in here by the looks of things. Not sure what the reason is, but SKADE are back to their full potential today. They've had a couple days where they've not been able to play at their full capacity. Obviously, Rocking has been absent from the team for just a couple days. Punisher was having to step in. The coach for SKADE, he was having to step in and played very admirably as well in some other tournaments, and well, he's carried SKADE through a few games. Well, not carried, but helped them through a few games. It's probably as good as you'd expect a coach to be playing in a matchup. But they do have the full roster back. Rocking is back. Raftu missed a game as well the other day. Was subbed in for, but he's back now. I think it was PC issues on that day that he missed the game, but yeah, they are at full complement and they're looking stronger than ever. It is indeed just a best of one, not a best of three, just a single map to be played, Overpass, as we are going to be getting back live now. Endpoint, you're going to be forcing into this one. 4 Deagles and a Tech 9 for Mighty Max. Well, SKADE, they have a couple MP9s here, UMPs, and just a single M4 for Denislow. We'll see if this is enough to work out the second round for SKADE. It should be. I mean, they're just coming up against the Pistols, but it is CSGO, and you never know with these Deagles. Anything is possible a lot of the time. And all 5 of these Endpoint players pushing up to the fountain, but look at Denislaw's advantage position here, and he's pushed forward. He's not going to have spotted any of the Endpoint players, just missed the timing on that one, and he might miss the timing on them pushing over towards the A site as well, as they're going to be making their way through towards toilets, and Denislaw's going to have a really nice backstab here as they make their way forwards. Denislaw is now checking out mid. We'll be seeing them in just a moment. Here's a smoke being thrown. Spots out Crucial over into toilets. Thomas is close by and he'll fall as well. So Denislaw cutting down them to size. Finding a couple kills, but Surreal does find one. Mighty Max with a Tech 9 with 2 kills as they try and wrap out a connector towards him. That leaves just Rainmaker and Spell, and an M4 and an MP9 picked up for these T-sided players. And just Rainmaker and Spellen left on a UMP and an MP9 as Endpoint are going to be hauling towards this A site now. Mighty Max left under 14 points of health. Robin isn't too better off. But Spellen has spotted them out. Jump peek from the truck, and he's made his way on towards the site already. Don't know if Robin's going to be expecting that one as Spellen just peek out, takes his teammate down. But Robin with the quick trade, that is crucial. Well, it's Robin, but it's not crucial. It's now Rainmaker left in a one-on-one. And that's a pretty easy one to finish things out. A little bit anticlimactic, but it is Robin who falls. And SKADE do claim the second round, picking up that M4. But a very expensive round. They'll be having to buy 4 weapons back up into this one. With Endpoint having another full buy, they'll Well, not I'll say full buy, another force buy. They'll go for 2 AKs, a few Galils, trying to hurt SKADE while they're down. Dexy, yeah, they're playing 999 rounds today. It's a new MD. I can't even say that was a straight face. No, it's just the way the server works. When it gets to when the 15th round finishes, it just resets to 0 essentially. I was gonna try and take that. I was gonna try and lead that one on, but I couldn't hold a straight face. Sorry. Rainwaker's found the opening in this one, so hopefully for SKADE, it's gonna be a simple round for them here, especially after they they have to invest everything into this one. They've hardly got any money left. Denislaw did bring the AWP up, though. And if they can keep that one going to the next round, it's going to be a lot nicer for them. As Endpoint are going to try pushing towards this B site. They're already a man down. We'll see if they can try and find some damage here. Robin does find an opening, but Rainwaker answers back. But a few kills coming through for Endpoint, bring it into the advantage for them. A 3-on-2 for Endpoint. Against the full buy from SKADE. They do have a full buy of their own, but it's a lot less in the weaponry side of things. And Surreal catching Spellin as he tries to peek out, connect, and leaves it just up towards that AWP in the 1 versus 3. I think he's just going to be having to save that AWP. And he will actually get taken down. Thomas securing that shot with the Galil. Upgrades to an M4, and they'll carry their way forwards with a few rifles there. Stream's freezing, is it? One sec. Let me just have a check of something. It will be frozen right now. Ooh. Okay. Looks to be a bit better now. We'll see how that one goes. But SKADE, we'll see how they go in this round. 4 Deagle set up a single MP9 for Rafdu. It's not going to be easy for them here as Endpoint. A few AKs, the M4 Galil. It's looking nice and dandy for them. So Rafdu's going to peek up through the connector. 2 kills for him, but Pringle pulls his knife out a little bit too early. Robin's able to trade back with 2. And look at the aggression from Spellin. That's going to get caught out as well. Robin's on a mission this game. 3 kills in this round. And Denislaw might be able to find something, though, with the Deagle. He does collect onto Surreal. Picks up the AK-47 as well. It's now weapon in the hand of SKADE. Rainwaker still just having to make do with the Deagle, but he has armor. His teammate does not. The smoke coming over towards the A side. They're actually going to swap that AK into Rainwaker's hands, who has the armor. Endpoint look to push this A site. It's only Denislaw who will be waiting for them. Rainwaker's down over towards Heaven. He's able to get a fast rotation up as Denislaw spots him. He's not going to try and take the peek too fast. Instead, he's going to find Robin, who peeks in towards his crosshair, and Rainwaker making his way up finds the 3rd round for SKADE as they do fight back with the pistols and a single MP9 there. A nice round coming out for SKADE as they fight back against Endpoint. Just going to freeze a second again there. Sorry, it's just Alt-Tab. But, yeah, Endpoint now having to force buy the way back into this one. It's just a game of force buys so far. 2 AKs, 2 Deagles, and a MAC-10 for them. SKADE getting a full rifle buy. A few M4s, a single AK that was saved. Endpoint need to maybe start answering back here now. Spellin trying to take the peek towards connector. Will just get caught out by the Deagle, but survives. Just taking that 1 hit of damage. Denislaw peeking in from long. He's going to be just showing his presence, but now he's being cut off from his teammates with Endpoint taking control of the toilets. He's going to find them as well. So now Endpoint with the advantage here. That's a weapon they might be able to pick up into one of the hands of those pistol players. And it will be Thomas lurking towards Long that will bring that into his hands. Spellent, he's going to be the next point of contact towards Longer. Might peek in towards the crosshair of Robin. Gets found, and now it's a two-man advantage for Endpoint as they are looking strong against this full buy. Surreal's taking a little bit of damage in return. Raftu on the site, a lovely shot onto Crucial. The nades, though, coming in might end Raftu's life, and it will. Now Rocking needs to step up, but he can only find one. And it's all up towards Rainmaker. A 1 versus 3. Surreal is low, and he will find that kill. Pulls Mighty Max off the plant. Rainmaker now knows the position of Mighty Max. Robin, though, over towards the bank, will be holding for the push from Rainmaker, which will not come as of yet. Instead, Mighty Max will smoke off the stairs for the time being, and Rainmaker makes his way over towards the bank position instead, and trying to make his approach from there. And I think Robin heard that step, and now Mighty Max's attention will be turned that way. So Rainmaker's going to have to fight in a crossfire here, but he finds the opening, and actually Mighty Max isn't going to peek, and it's going to be Rainmaker who finds them both. A beautiful double kill there for Rainmaker. It's third in a round, but does he have enough time? It's going to be close without the kit, but I think he has it. Oh, it's going to be very close. He doesn't quite have it in Endpoint. Find the second round there. None of them survive, but it will be a second round on the T side, and they all count towards that tally. A very costly round, but it's one that they'll cherish, the Endpoint standards. They've only got one other to join that lonely round. Now they'll bring a couple AKs, a couple Gleals, and a MAC-10, as that's all their economy invested. Luckily for them, though, SKADE don't have anything to really fight them off, as they get a force buy of Deagles and a FAMAS, sorry, not a FAMAS, a 5-7 in. So if Endpoint can claim this one out cleanly, they can try and build up a bit of economy. We'll see if this will be an easy round for Endpoint, as both these teams have been going force by crazy against each other. Now a team really able to extend the lead out. Is that mutiny in the ranks, Thomas? No need to shoot Mighty Max. He may have just made a bad call there, but you need to take him out of the round. Jesus. He only takes 7 points of damage. Maybe Thomas realised the implications of his actions there. A lot of spam from both teams isn't really going to net anything for them. Endpoint sitting just one round behind SKADE here. The Bulgarians will be hopefully to try and cut down this Endpoint economy, make it much easier to break them in the next round as they push in towards the B site. It's going to be the opening for Thomas. Rainmaker on the D was only able to find one before he is traded out by Robin, leaving Endpoint in that advantage, a player advantage. As now Crucial's just going to try and hold them off as they push in. Does find the guns for Rocking and a lot of damage onto Spellent. And they're just going to maybe save these Deagles. Spellent's looking for maybe someone going aggressive towards the A site. His teammate Denislaw just holding over towards the Heaven position. Maybe going to try and find a sneaky exit frag or something. Maybe find a weapon on site. But the time for that is starting to dwindle. Mighty Max is the closest player. They're probably the only player we can find right now. Robin's going to peek into the crosshairs as well. But it's Mighty Max who gets his head taken off. That's a MAC-10 gun. It's not too detrimental for Endpoint. But it's still armor that needs to be rebought. And it will survive with 3 players. The bomb plant helps out massively with that economy. An extra $800 into the pockets of each of those players. Mighty Max is just going to go for another MAC-10. As SKADE aren't going to have enough for the buy here. They went for the force buy in the previous round, and that will cost them. They'll be up against 3 AK-47s, the Galil for Serial, and that aforementioned MAC-10 for the Mighty Max. Guess you could call them the Mighty Max 10. If you're a fan of bad jokes, that is. SKADE with a 5-man setup out towards long. This could be so devastating for Endpoint if they peek into it, and they are going to peek into it. That's Mighty Max and Robin falling. No kills go the way of Endpoint. And that is not good. Those weapons can't quite be salvaged, though. That nade could do God's work here. It will finish off Rocking. As Thomas gets dinked down, that nade probably actually saved his life there. Crucial's going to find another kill, but Spellen on the Deagle is not done just yet as he finds a second kill for himself, a third for SKADE in the round, and now Thomas is going to be peeking into us long, trying to find these last players. He takes down Rainwaker down the back of long. It's just Spellen, not 1 versus 3, it's a 2 versus 2, and he's just found another kill onto Thomas. Dennis Law's over on the A site, but Surreal's now left in the 1 versus 2, does claim the kill onto Spellen on that flank. This is a very costly round for Endpoint, but they might still be able to win it out. Bomb dropped over in Park. It's Dennis Law on a Deagle. Surreal can switch over to one of these AKs if he does so wish. He's just going to make sure it's all clear around him, though. As Dennis Law makes his way towards the fountain. Did Dennis Law spot that player? 20 seconds on the clock. Surreal's going to be getting his way in towards this B site. And he will be getting the bomb down unless Dennis Law can deny it through the smoke. And he gets a couple tags off. Maybe saw the spray of blood there as he wheeled the Molotov into his hands. But Surreal will live. Dennis Law's going to try and make his way around the pillar. And Surreal's actually just going to swap positions with Dennis Law here as he makes his way over towards short. A 1-on-1 to try and save this round for Endpoint. Dennis Law's looking all around the site, and now his only option is going to be short, and he taps the bomb. No kit, though, makes things very difficult. I don't think he even has time for it anymore. Surreal will just quickly peek onto the site, sees he's not on it, and will just back away. No kit, no time, and it's Endpoint who will eventually find the 4th there in a very tiresome round, but they get it, and Dennis Law will die to the bomb. So nobody from SKADE survives. But it's a lot of rebuys needed for Endpoint. They're going to get Crucial on the AWP. A couple AKs come out. And a Galil for Surreal. Just a mighty Max 10 as well. On that Mac 10. While it's paused, I'm just going to quickly check the OBS settings to see if I can sort anything to try and help this sort of choppy video that you guys are having. Because that is not fun for anybody. Let me see. Seems to be running alright at the moment. I'll keep an eye on it on the second monitor, see if I can spot anything going wrong. But it's looking fine on my end at the moment. I'll see if it starts dropping frames again, but as the Endpoint side going to be pushing in towards this B site, it's Thomas who opens things up against the SKADE full by both teams with the AWP. Dennis Law wielding the one for the SKADE side, and Surreal, that is a nice opening shot. I thought it was actually Thomas who found them both. They do split it 1-on-1. With SKADE now at a 2-man disadvantage. Dennis Law's AWP is only able to find the tag onto Surreal. That would have been a nice opening for SKADE on this retake, but I think at this point they're just going to have to save now. Endpoint are going to find themselves a 5th round here. SKADE with those saved AWP in the M4. We'll see if they can maybe find a few kills here, make it an expensive round for Endpoint once again, or if Endpoint are going to be able to extend out a bit more of a lead here and maybe collect themselves a pretty comfortable round win, as the SKADE side are actually just going to go aggressive through Monster. A couple of players taking charge of that position. Thomas is watching over. But it's going to be Spellin who finds the opening towards Connector. Crucial taking a lot of damage as well down there. Spellin's down to 5 HP, Crucial on 10, but it is the advantage for SKADE in this one as they look to try and find a 4th round. Robin's going to be peeking down Connector, trying to find the kill on towards a SKADE player, and he will get it through the wall. Rainwaker falling. Spellin close by in the toilets, just left on 5 points of health. If you get one more kill here, that would be amazing for him. His teammate finds another kill, and he's actually going to take down Crucial in the background there. Mighty Max up close, does find the trade, but it's still Endpoint in a man disadvantage, a 2-on-3. 2-on-3, sorry. As my 3 comes out a bit weird there. That's like a throwy, not a free. We'll see. Rocking doesn't have a weapon. He's got no armor and just a deagle. Denislaw has the AWP and AK-47 for Rafdu. As he pushing towards the B side, it's going to be Rafdu who's going to need to take charge here with 7 seconds. He could deny the bomb and deny the round, but he takes down Mighty Max instead and then follows up onto Robin after the bomb goes down. So SKADE do find the 4th. Eventually. And we'll see if they can keep this one going or whether Endpoint will fight back in the next round, as they do have quite a bit of cash built up in reserve there, or at least enough for a single buy. They won't have enough for another buy after this, though, so they really need to try and stop SKADE here. Dead in their tracks on this first half to try and mount themselves a nice first half on this T side. However, SKADE are going to be the ones with the AWP in the hands of Denislaw. Just the AK-47s for Endpoint. Nades from SKADE, just going to tag a couple of those Endpoint players down slightly. Mighty Max and Robin feeling the slight brunt of that. About 15 and 25 done to each of them. But still, it's the 5-on-5, so it's still anybody's game, anybody's round. But Spellin will find an opening. Nice quick kill on that M4, and he's able to get away untraded as well. And his teammate Denislaw is going to find the pick onto Robin with that AWP, so they're going to be bringing themselves into a 2-man advantage. Spellin looking for more, but runs out of ammo in that M4A1S. Maybe if he'd had an M4A4, he might have been able to get out of there alive. Those extra 5 bullets could have made the difference. But a 3-on-4. Crucial's taken a lot of damage as well. As they push forward onto the site, Crucial's going to be the first to drop, reveals the position of Rocking though over by the truck, and Thomas's Molotov has burnt down Denislaw. Rafdu with another, now it leaves it up to Thomas. A 1 versus 3 finds the first, but forgets about Rocking over in the corner, and it will be the end of him. SKADE tied things up 5-5 and can probably find themselves a 6th round here up against just Endpoint, who are probably going to have just a few pistols here. Not going to fully buy into this one. They can invest into the next round. So we'll see SKADE with that full buy once again. Just a couple Deagles, a Glock, a Tech 9 and a P250 for Endpoint to try and find some damage with here. They have a few sets of armor, which is nice. But is it going to be enough to try and find a couple kills there? I think a couple kills is probably what you're aiming for in a round like this for Endpoint. Maybe the Deagle and the Tech 9 can find a trade or two. Maybe pick up a weapon. Who knows? But I don't think you're going to be winning the round out here, especially with 2 players on this A site for SKADE right now. And that's going to be their point of contact as Dennis Laws up, finds the first 2, Spelling with another one. The Eagle of Robin eventually finds a trade, but it's going to be a little bit too late here, I think, as Dennis Law will survive on 23 points of health and secure that final kill as he takes the 3k for himself. Endpoint will lose the round, lose the lead in this game as SKADE goes 6-5 now against them. But a full buy here for Endpoint. But Mighty Max just left on the Galil might be a bit of a detriment to them. The 4 AK-47s are going to be the workhorses for the Endpoint side here, and a push fast towards the monster tunnel does net a 1-for-1 over that way. Thomas gets the initial kill, but Raftu trades that one out nicely. Spelling's now going to have a few players running at him, but he gets the first, can't find any more. He's in the hands of his teammates in this 3 versus 3. Dennis Law might be able to bring it back and through the door. He does collect onto Surreal's head. His noggin sprayed across the wall. That'll leave SKADE in a player advantage as Endpoint try and push towards his A site, rocking in that same corner by the truck, finds the opening kill. Mighty Max quick on the trade this time, leaving up to Raftu and Dennis Law, who's trying to get a spray. Well, blind. Mighty Max are going to go for the plant on the truck, to which he will not be denied. And as they push forward, Mighty Max finds the first, and he's still got HP, and he's going to take for the second fight as well, but can't win it. Raftu finds the kill with just 34 points of health remaining. But it will be SKADE on a 7th round as they bring things back on their CT side now. Nice healthy chunk of rounds going their way. I'm just going to alt-tab quickly, so it's going to be frozen for a second. And we do have a pause through here as well. SKADE, they've got plenty of money, so they're going to be getting a nice investment in here. They've already got the 3 rifles. I think Raftu saved the AWP as well. And that is on the ground, waiting for Dennis Law's hands to be wrapped all around it again. And that just means a weapon for Spelling is needed, which will probably be an M4. Maybe SKADE go for the double up setup here, and actually a player has disconnected, and that will be Dennis Law from SKADE. So we'll just wait for him to return. Hopefully it won't be much longer. Maybe just timed out, and we'll just need to reconnect. Hopefully it won't be a longer lasting issue. Maybe it's not. Hopefully it's not serious connection problems. I know a lot of ISPs lately this week have been hit quite hard, actually. There was, especially in the UK for me, there was Virgin Media having lots of intermittent faults on the Monday, I think it was. That wreaked havoc. Basically, nationwide, it was internet dropping out every hour, hour and a half, I think it was, sort of. And basically dropped for 5 minutes for basically everyone, then came back at the same time. It was fixed by the early morning though, the next day. So it was issues for like 12 hours, I think. And like I think it was also issues for some providers in sort of Hungary as well, maybe Bulgaria, I'm not sure. But hopefully more stuff's returning back to normal more and more now. Obviously, a lot of ISPs are still having issues with sort of overloading, maybe is maybe the correct term, and not being able to supply full demand to a lot of users. A lot of what people are paying for is not getting supplied, but those are some of the sort of sacrifices we have to make in this situation. And as long as it's good enough to stream some games to Counter-Strike, it's good enough for me. This may be a bit of a longer issue, longer pause here, as we do just wait for Dennis Law to come back. Currently, SKADE are leading just by those 2 rounds. It is 7-5. Endpoint have got the 5 AK-47s up for themselves, but Thomas, Real, and Robin, sorry, not Rubin. Could have made a joke there about Rubin, but instead, I'll just talk about Robin, as it's going to be just a single smoke for each of them. Crucial's got a smoke and a flashbang. Mighty Mac's the only player with any real utility. So we'll see what Endpoint can bring to this 13th round, as Dennis Law has rejoined this server. And the AWP is in his hands, so hopefully we'll be getting going shortly. Don't know if there's any ping issues. Doesn't look too bad. It is coming down, so all players looking pretty decent. And SKADE will get that nice peachy buy up here. All the weapons they could ask for. That's a bit rude, Rocking. Nading up all the hard-working people up in those offices. They probably were just enjoying the show. They've just gone and thrown a HE grenade over in their faces. And that's a audacious peek from Rainmaker that actually works out for him there. Robin, though, trades back over towards Long onto Dennis Law. Spellin brings the advantage back towards SKADE as they go for that double peeking towards Monster together. That's really nice timing peek there, opening the door of Connector, finds Spellin trying to rotate back, and Rainmaker only has 7 points of health, has come to rotate over towards that A site to support his teammate, but he's been dropped with a smoke in his hand, leaving Rocking in awkward position over towards the toilets. His teammate Raftu is going to be rotating up through T-spawn, currently over by the park. So we'll push forward. Rocking needs to be careful about the player from the side, from behind. And it will be Surreal checking him, and it's an awkward spray, but he gets it done. Rocking looking the wrong way, and outsult to Raftu, a 1 versus 3 as he finds the first kill. Now just Robin and Crucial left to try and find. With Robin just around this corner, just Raftu check it. That's where his teammate will be lay stricken. And he is going to go for the check, but it's Robin who's ready for the headshot. So Endpoint do collect a 6 with the limited utility to make it work, keep a couple players alive, and get the bomb plant. So they'll be okay for a buy in this next round. I feel like there may just be an SMG or a Galil for one of these players, and it is going to be the Mighty Max 10 coming out once more. SKADE going to have to make a compromise of their own. They've got a single MP9, but they're going to transition into double AWPs with Spellin, wielding that secondary AWP with no armor. So he is a glass cannon, and those nades have obliterated Rocking. He's down to just 13 points of health. Lucky he did not die. That's a lot of damage that Endpoint have done for free almost there. Just 2 nades used. I mean, obviously Endpoint don't know the damage they've inflicted there. They can maybe hope, but obviously they didn't get the kill, so they won't know until they get the assists or check the damage charts afterwards. Endpoint looking to do a bit of a boost over by the toilets. Let's see if it works out for them. Actually, they're going to cancel it. Just under a minute left. Still a 5-on-5 an Endpoint. All 5 players going to be pushing through Banana here, and the opening kill goes away with Surreal. Dennis Law's AWP caught off, and that's a big pick to find, as that AWP can be so crucial on the CT side. Spellin's the next to fall, can't fight with no armor when you're being sprayed at by an AK-47, leaving SKADE in a 2-man disadvantage with Rocking just left on 13 points of health. They're going to be saving an Endpoint. They're going to be tying things up 7-7. A very nice T-half so far, and Mighty Max is even going to be able to upgrade that SMG into an AK. Cruz is going to pick up an AWP as well. How about that? A very clean round from Endpoint. Surreal looks like he wants to try and chuck it away, maybe. And we'll see who's going to be able to take this final round of the half, as SKADE should be able to keep hold of these weapons. Raftu might get peeked here by Robin. We'll see if he can win it out. It's going to be Robin actually finds a kill as the camera for some reason switches away from that kill. Thank you, Auto Director. But Endpoint cut down one of those M4s, denying a save. That was only the single M4 for Rainmaker and MP9 for Rocking. It's going to be a tough buy for SKADE here. Endpoint looking set to find an 8th and take the half lead here. That's been a very entertaining game so far. Both teams going at it, taking their turns to find these rounds. It was a very back and forth beginning to the game. A nice nade there. Just tagged down Denislaw, who in turn finds a shot on towards Crucial, but with that scout, it's not going to be enough to kill him. And Crucial finds the AWP shot, which is enough to kill Denislaw. And so we'll find another kill over towards Connector. Rafdu, a whole chunk of damage done towards him. He's just going to have to back away from that one. He says, no, thank you to that. And SKADE in a very awkward position now. 5 on 3 once again for them at Endpoint. A minute 15 left on the clock to play with as well. SKADE probably going to have to go aggressive here and try and find some information. All the kills either will be a benefit to them. Rocking just getting a smoke from his teammate over towards Long. He is tucked in towards that cubby. Robin's the only player out there. And he's going to be playing a little bit further back. As he has support from both his teammates here. Rocking finds the open. That's Robin going down. And a beautiful set of flashbangs enable Rainmaker to find another kill. This is going to be falling apart for Endpoint here. Eventually, Surreal finds one, but it's only into the 2-on-2. His teammates lay stricken on the entrance towards the A site. They're looking for the shots on Rocking over the site. Finds a kill onto Crucial. And through the smoke, it's Surreal falling. An Endpoint fall in the final round. SKADE pull it back in a 3-on-5 to find Endpoint. And a disadvantage going in towards this second half. 7-8 to the scoreline with SKADE. Just that one round ahead. We'll see who's going to be able to get the better start in this second half. I mean, Endpoint are going to be switching over towards that defensive side, while SKADE will be on the attack. The Bulgarians going to be up against it. With just a one-round lead, maybe they'd hope for a little bit more on that CT side. We'll have to wait and see what their T side can bring here. But it's quite a nice round that SKADE won there. I mean, it probably should have been Endpoint in the lead here. It was a 5-on-3 pushing in towards the A site. Just looked a little bit disjointed there for Endpoint. It wasn't really the trade potential on those first couple opening kills. And it sort of spiraled a little bit out of control there for the Endpoint players. Surreal tried to bring it back, but in the one-on-one, he just loses it to a spray in the smoke. And we are just waiting for the second half to go live. Don't worry. This isn't live. Rainmaker does not have an AWP on the first round of the second half. So we do just wait for that one to, for both the teams to ready up. Hopefully it won't take too long. We can get straight back into some more MDL action. While we are in a little bit of a break, make sure you follow ESEA MDL on Twitter, as well as Endpoint as well. I think it's Team Endpoint on Twitter. And that way you can keep up to date with all of the Endpoint matches in across the board, not just for CSGO, but for Rocket League as well as other teams they may or may not have. I'm obviously very versed in the Endpoint folklore, but we are going back live. We will see kit for Mighty Max, 2 flashbangs to go along with it, while Rocking will sort of mirror that but gets smoke instead of that diffuse kit, because obviously you cannot have a kit on that T side. It doesn't really work out. There's no point having a kit for a bomb you're about to plant. SKADE looking like they definitely want to hit this B site. It's going to be a very brutal affair. 4 players from Endpoint in position to try and defend this one as they push in. The flashbangs come through. Will the auto-director switch? Yes, it will. And Raftu's going to be the first player taking the fights. He gets the opening, looking for a second, as Denislaw will be the one to find that. Mighty Max eventually takes one in return. Surreal with another as the Endpoint side fight back, and they swing it in their advantage. So look towards Rainmaker, the 2-on-3, alongside Rocking. As Rocking comes in through short, he should be able to find the counter Surreal. It's a bit awkward. Mighty Max falling as well, leaves it all to a Crucial. A 1-on-2 with just 19 points of health. He rotates over towards Heaven. So again, a different angle on these T players, but now it gets a lot more difficult, and he has been spotted out. Can't get the initial shot onto Rainmaker there. Only able to tag him down. As the time ticks down, there is a kit on the site that he can pick up off Mighty Max's body. Gives him an extra 5 seconds to play with, but in the 1 versus 2, 20 points of health, it's going to be a tough ordeal, and it will be. Rocking who closes it out and secures SKADE a 9th Endpoint. Looking out at it at the start of that push, they brought it back, but SKADE will not give up, and they find the kills needed to secure the 9th there. But Endpoint will be forced buying into this one. Crucial's going to get the scout up for himself. 4 Deagles alongside it, and everyone with armor. On the SKADE side are going to get a couple Galils, a single AK-47, the UMP and a MAC-10. And an opening kill. Will go the way of SKADE. Rocking picking that one off nice and easy. That nade could do a lot of damage, and it does tag down both Rainmaker and Denislaw to about half on each. That's just going to make them a little bit more cautious pushing in. Makes these Deagles a little bit more effective. The scout can get 1 shots as well onto them, and if the scout tags up a few players as they try and push in, could be a lot of potential for these pistols to clean things up. And as Mighty Max is going to be peeking around the corner, catches Rainmaker with a nade in his hand and gets into the water position as well. Gets tagged down though on his way out, but still alive. Crucial scout is able to tag up Rocking to 13 points of health, so now this is getting very dangerous for the SKADE side. Spellin down to 30 as well. They're going to try rotating plays over towards short, and are they going to make a break to connect and over towards the B site? We'll have to wait and see as Robin finds another kill. Rocking falling, that's the low HP. Denislaw eventually finds one in return, but it's Mighty Max quick on the trade through the corner of the wall. The headshot seals Denislaw's fate. And it is now just Spellin and Rafdu. A 2-on-3. Mighty Max low. With Rafdu trying to take aggression over towards long. Has been spotted out by Crucial, I believe. That's actually going to pull the rotations around. And Spellin on short, who's able to find the shot onto Mighty Max, who's trying to find a weapon. Thomas, though, a lovely shot there on the Deagle. Does shut this one down, and it should be the round shut down. As Endpoint going to fight back in this second half. Thomas doing everything there to deny the plant. The 1 shot that was needed, he collects. And well, Rafty was nothing but to save there. Endpoint will collect an AK-47 and that scout into the next round. A nice win as well on the board. And SKADE only get that Galil going forwards. They've got a tough decision ahead of them. Do they force bind this one? Rafty not going to have any money as he died. Well, as he survived the time. He's going to get no loss bonus. So they are going to force buy into this one. Try and get the money all in line. As they get a couple Deagles. The MAC-10 for Denislaw. Tech 9 for Rocking. We'll see if it can work out. Endpoint did similar against them just there. It's going to be SKADE trying to push towards the banana position. Crucial has to back away as the flashbangs come through. But a lovely shot. A beautiful shot at that. And a follow-up on towards another player as well. As these SKADE players being tagged down so very much. Crucial with the 4K. Sorry, the 3K. Robin did find one in all of that. But it was the assist from Crucial as well. May as well be the 4K. It's just Spellin left alone, a 1 versus 4, and Thomas shuts that down with the AK-47 as Endpoint tied things up 9-9. Crucial's opening shot on that scout was quite dirty. The headshot comes through instantly, takes 1 down, and then follows up with a few more shots. The USP comes out to find one as well. Nice little sequence of frags. Just put him into double digits on kills. He's not been having the best game as he sits 10-11, so that'll be a nice confidence booster for him. Endpoint actually going to get the AWP up for him as well. That scout will no longer be in play here. So you have a couple MP9s, the M4 and that AK-47. SKADE just on 5 Glocks as they fully board into that previous round. They have nothing in reserve. So they're just going to keep their money around 2K per player. With all 5 of them stacked over towards Monster. That is a huge nade. A follow-up as well coming through from Surreal. Oh my god, the mow down. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Surreal with 4. Leaves it just up towards Denislaw. And is Surreal going to be able to find the ace here? Mighty Max might just try and steal this from him. Surreal, we can see him charging. He wants this, he's hungry for it. Dennis Law on the Glock, going to try and find the shots, but it is going to be Surreal who closes out the ace. 10-9 the scoreline, and Endpoint fighting back in strong style here on the second half. A few in a row now. But they are going to be facing a full buy from SKADE, I believe. Rafdu does have enough money. I thought he might be a little bit low, but he'd already bought the armor. So you get the 5 AK-47s up. A couple of players missing a bit of utility, but it's a pretty overall strong buy. A lot of aggression towards mid. Will get punished by Robin, but the trade back from Rocking is good. Spellin trying to find a shot over towards Mighty Max as well. A quick 180 as Mighty Max opened the connector door there. But this is a 4-on-4. A lot of damage done towards his SKADE players, though. A decent amount done towards Mighty Max as well. SKADE now going to turn their attention over towards his B site as they will make their way over there as a foursome. We're trying to beat off the Endpoint foursome here. Crucial on that AWP. He's currently over on the ace site. Could rotate over if needed in towards Heaven. But for now, there's two players here for Endpoint, and a third over in Connection is ready to be on that fast flank. Another nade isn't actually going to do that much damage towards the SKADE players as they manage to avoid the most pop. And another set of utility comes through, and Mighty Max with the MP9 opens things up as SKADE try and push through Thomas. And that quick rotation I mentioned, the nade does come through onto Rainmaker, but it's not enough to kill him as he finds 2 kills before he falls. And now it's just up to Rocking, a 1 versus 2, and Surreal's MP9 closes that out with the 2K. Crucial didn't even need to do anything there on the rotate. Endpoint will find themselves in 11th. P250s come through, a couple Tech 9s and a Deagle for Rainmaker. It's looking like this is going to be Endpoint finding a 12th here as SKADE will be able to buy up in the next round, but this round is surely a foregone conclusion here, as it's going to be a lot of damage on the nade there, but it just misses the back of Spellin as they push through connector in towards short. It's going to be another B hit coming through as Surreal finds the opening. Mighty Max trades out for another one, but it's a couple kills from SKADE now that does bring it back into a 3-on-3, so a nice set of kills found, and an AK picked up for Dennis Law. They can probably find the M4 as well if they push further onto the site, but they're going to take some more further back positions. Maybe Spellin goes for it, and it looks like he will. Robin's going to get boosted up over by the underground. Just missing the shot on towards Spellin, but Thomas gets it from Heaven, traded out by Rainmaker's Deagle, which has now found a second kill. Dennis Law almost caught out throwing the nade. Instead, he's going to find the first shot and the second onto these Endpoint players, and SKADE somehow find it off the back of just pistols there to find a 10th, and never mind the 12th for Endpoint. Pause does come through. SKADE going to get a full buy up. There's a weapon on the floor for Rainmaker there, as you can see from Rafdu's point of view. Is that an AK? Looks like a Neon Revolution AK. Let's see if we can get a better view from Spellin's location. Guess that skin. Oh, his hand's just covering. It looks like a. That looks like a Neon Revolution. Nah. Is that a Neon Revolution AK? Looks like it. Rainmaker's a lucky guy. Let's have a look. Oh, Rainmaker's not going to wield it yet. I want to see what this is. I want to see if it's the Revolution. I'm sure it is. Endpoint have a full buy for themselves, and Crucial on that AWP once more. No orb for the SKADE side. Oh, it's a Neon Rider. Never mind. Of course it is. Ignore me. As Rocking finds the opening, Mighty Max will fall over on that B site. Nice clean kill for SKADE here to try and tie things up 11-11. Endpoint have rotated an extra player over towards that B site to bolster the defences. There's now 3 players there with Robin Working his way over all 5 of these SKADE players. Going to be bursting out of the monster position. This could be either huge or devastating. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Actually, Raftu finds 2, leaving Endpoint at a 2 versus 4 disadvantage. Unless Robin can go huge here, they're not checking for him. He's going to be able to find 1. Almost a second, this dink on towards Spellin. Not enough to find the kill. Leaves Crucial in a pretty unwinnable situation. Even with Rainmaker and Spellin low, he's going to have to wield that AWP. So he can take down Denislaw with that 1 shot. Looks like SKADE are going to be able to tie things up here, and it will be going 11-11. Crucial is going to be holding on to this AWP. He is going to... Okay, let's all pretend we didn't see that one. I'm just... As a collective, everybody all together, let's just say... Nothing happened there. Crucial was dead before we could see the player. Let's just say that's what happened, and just move on with our lives. I think it's probably the best choice here. And the pulls just come through, but it's quickly called to an end. As we are now an 11-11 scoreline. SKADE with a full bite. Endpoint not going to be so lucky. That AWP probably would have proved very fruitful here to maybe find a kill or 2. Maybe open things up for Endpoint, allow them to salvage some weapons. But I think they're just going to make the right call here. 5 USPs, a single flashbang is bought for Robin. Other than that, it's Endpoint on a full eco. And that's a nice opening, actually. Thomas and Mighty Max getting aggressive towards short, finding the opening. And another kill coming through for Crucial on a salvage, Mac 10. But it's going to be rocking Rainmaker and Raftu, the triple R's, fighting back. Mighty Max gets another kill. So, I mean, an expensive round so far for SKADE. Thomas was able to find 1, Crucial 1, and Mighty Max 1. But Mighty Max is just going to be saving that AK-47 as a sole survivor from this Endpoint side. He's in a 1-on-2, no armor. Maybe just rotates in towards Heaven to maybe find a kill onto someone not looking his way. I mean, he just missed the timing on Rainwake, but Denislaw might still be up for grabs. No, he's just behind the pillar. I won't call it the name I usually call it. And ooh, Mighty Max just spotted his out a little bit there. Ooh, the timing. Not going to work out as Rainmaker. A little bit quicker than I anticipated, actually, on that rotate from lower up towards Heaven. Catches him before he can find the shot on towards Denislaw. So SKADE going to find themselves back in the lead in this game, 12-11. Thank you, Ali Lovalina. Thank you for your compliment. Follow me on Twitter. That is the best way to show me the appreciation. Not good, the best. Oh! God, you're making me all feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Oh, Jackie. Ooh. Tell you what, send me a PM on Twitter, I'll give you my number, man. Come on. Let's get this meetup going. Also follow Endpoint on Twitter, Team Endpoint, and ESEA on Twitter as well for organising the MDL. Obviously partnered with the Mountain Dew brand. This is Mountain Dew League, and it's going to be the opening kill for Mighty Max here. And the nade follow-up might kill himself. It's actually going to be Rocking who spares him the embarrassment there. I'm not sure you expected the nade to bounce like that. Surreal. Over by the barrels. It's actually going to make a bit of a play here. Or try to. Nade. Just Tonk rocking down as they're now going to re-aggress in towards this B site, but Surreal with the opening kill. That's an awful Molotov. How's it done that? It's going to be just inflaming those barrels. It's a 2 versus 3 now. Denislaw and Rainmaker need to try and answer back and deny. Endpoint tying things up here, but Denislaw on the AWP might be able to find some shots here. He will spot out Thomas, finds that kill. Crucial, though, takes down his teammate from ABC, and it's going to be this barrel of the AWP sticking out through the back of that wall will give Robin a sight line on towards Dennis Law, and it will be the spam through just the edge of that wall. That will secure Endpoint the 12th, with Crucial and Robin surviving. It's the Eye of the Tiger. But luckily for you today, I will not be going for any musical reenactments. That's usually a Dan Shan CS Twitch only thing. I only do it on my personal channel, that sort of stuff. This is too professional to start a sing-along, I think. A 12-12 scoreline. Mighty Max just having to make do with an MP9. They tried to find aggression towards short, but will have to be forced back as Dennis Law will be the one to find an opening. Thomas on the side, he's in the smoke. Is he going to get found? He has getting found around the corner, and it's going to be Spellin and Rocking who shut this round down. Surely it's just Robin and Crucial, the players who clutched out the previous round, who will not really have much to say in this one. Just Robin and Crucial left alone. Why has Robin got the Vexed AVI? Well, you see, if you went on Twitter and followed @Team Endpoint, you could follow all of the beautiful memes that are produced by the wonderful Riri. And shout out to her. She does amazing content for the Team Endpoint channel. You really should check it out. It's a beautiful GIF video, MP4 WebM video of, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a beautiful combination of CSGO, coffin dance meme, Vexed being beat by Endpoint again. So it's really worth a check out, and also Team Endpoint in general is just worth a check out as well. It's actually a great organisation to work with. So, and they obviously produce some great memes. What more could you ask for, really? Is it's going to be Endpoint up against it here. It might be falling 12-14 though in this round as Crucial and Robin just going to have to try and find the openings, but it's going to be Mighty Max falling early on. Rocking down on just 3 points of health, lucky to be alive, but the AWP and the M4 still in play, even with Mighty Max out of action. As a 5AK is going to be charging onto the side. Oh, Lord, Rocking with 3 points of health. A beautiful display of skill, and he actually draws out a team kill as well as Surreal absolutely nails Thomas in the back of the head while finding the kill onto Rocking, but it's all up to Robin now. A 1 versus 4. This is definitely going to be SKADE finding the 14th here, unless Robin can go absolutely nuclear as he finds the open onto Dennis Law. Will deny that weapon. But with 3 other players surviving, I think that's going to be it for Robin in this round. He's going to bite back and away, unless he maybe makes a move towards Heaven, but it's just going to be falling away all the way towards the A site, and Raftu's going to actually be on the flank. And he probably has time to come and greet Robin here with a nice knock on his door. But it's, unfortunately for Raftu, Robin's on lockdown, nobody's home. Well, actually everybody's home, but we're on lockdown, so nobody's going to answer. It's like a delivery service, getting your Dominoes to the front door. I've delivered your Dominoes, it's left in the plant pot by the side of your house, and you come out and it's like the pizza's just like sliding out of the pizza box into the nice compost, and you're like, oh, just how I asked them to deliver it. And then you just see the just as you open the door, you see the delivery driver just getting in his car, pulling away with a smug smile on his face and the wave. You just have to give him that thumbs up saying, yes! Thank you. I can have my dirty pizza. Oh, what has this come to? What has this come to? Well, I'll tell you in the game, it's come to a 12-14 scoreline. It's going to be SKADE, the Bulgarian side, 2 rounds in the lead of the mostly British side, but obviously they have Robin and Crucial in there, a Swede and a Dutchman, respectively, as Thomas, the gingerhead, a Brit. I almost said gingerhead American. That would be very disrespectful. He's a gingerhead Brit. Will Fei found in the opening with a nice boost. Rocking took a lot of damage as well. Rainmaker's Molotov will force Surreal out. Instead, Surreal's actually just going to smoke himself off. Doesn't want to stand in that Molotov, doesn't want to move. He's just going to smoke himself off. Wise choice. And SKADE, a player down, might be facing a very close game here. They have plenty of money in the bank, though, so they can't buy up if they lose this round, especially if they get the bomb planted. 5-on-4. See if they can close it down as this B site is going to be the target once again for SKADE, as Rainmaker, a quick double to open things up, is traded out by Surreal into the 3-on-3, and eventually Rocking falls as well. 2-on-2 now in the hands for Endpoint, but Spellin pushes onto the site, catches Thomas, leaving just Crucial a 1 versus 2. Surely Endpoint don't lose this one. A 5-on-4. SKADE brute forcing the way onto this B site. It was Rainmaker with 2. Around the edge of the smoke, did Crucial... Well, he's been spotted out now, and he's being tagged from behind. It's going to be 15 for SKADE. This game slipping away from the Endpoint players here. Just 3 rounds away, but it's going to be a desperate buy in this 13th round of the second half. I guess you could call it round 28, is what normal people call it, I guess. One more round to try and keep themselves in it. 15-12, 3 in a row needed for Endpoint to force overtime. They've got 4 MP9s and M4 to try and win it back, but it's not looking likely. It's going to be SKADE with the full buy, the AWP for Dennis Law. Is this going to be 16-12, or are Endpoint going to keep themselves alive in this best of one and find themselves in overtime against SKADE? Endpoint taking a heavy presence over towards that B site. Robin is going to rotate back over towards A to support Crucial. Thomas with the solitary M4, a solitary rifle for this UK team. Might have to do most of the heavy lifting here with 4 players stacked up towards Monster. That looks like the destination for SKADE. It's just Rainmaker looking aggressive towards the A site, trying to find some sort of distraction, holding these players here. As it's going to be Robin and Crucial up against him, and he's trying to first kill on towards Robin. Is that going to cause a rotation? Yes, it is, but it's going to be Thomas who's actually going to bart his way back down as Surreal finds one. Mighty Max with another. They're making it work. Endpoint. They brought it into the advantage for themselves, and Raftu and Rainmaker are so low. Rainmaker caught off on the rotate. It's now just Dennis Law and Raftu left alive for the SKADE side. Can they do this? The bomb's in CT control as well. Are they just going to save this one? Have Endpoint kept themselves in this game? Have they found themselves a 13th? Dennis Law with 10 seconds on the clock, just watching towards the monster tunnel, maybe trying to find a pick here. So he does spot out the legs of Surreal. Will eventually take him down. But 3 players surviving for Endpoint. They're going to collect an AK-47 as well. Mighty Max, is he going to find a weapon? No, he is not. So Endpoint going to stave off the 16-12 and find themselves a 13th instead. 2 more rounds needed. Let's see if Endpoint can force this one to overtime. It's been a great game, and overtime, I think, would be a just outcome for this. Endpoint, even with 3 players surviving that previous round, not got a great buy. A couple M4s, the AK that was saved, an MP9, and a FAMAS only for Surreal. But they made it work with less last time. But is that just a flash in the pan for them? SKADE are the ones who are holding all the cards here. And they're the ones holding match point as well. Robin just spotting over that wall, spots a player or 2. And SKADE again going to be testing the waters towards this B site as Robin gets dropped through the wall there. That's an opening kill for Rocking and a nice advantage for SKADE. Can Endpoint manage to muster up against this deficit they've got here? 3 players still towards this B site, with only Crucial out towards A, not spotting anything over in that location. So all 5 players towards the B site, and Mighty Max spotting one of them out over towards short, and he will be getting the kill with that Molotov. His teammate did fall, though, just before that kill came through, so it's a 4 versus 3, and Thomas going down as well. Leaves now Mighty Max and Crucial. A 2-on-4, 1 versus 4 now for Crucial. The AK in hand, trying to catch Rainworker, can't find the shots as he jumps over towards short. This could be 16-13 now. Endpoint surely not going to be able to find a 14th fair, and it will be Dennis Law who shuts it down with the AWP. SKADE recover and find the 16th. And it will be the 16-13 scoreline as SKADE find another win in this MDL